How long? How long are you going to waver between two opinions? How long? How much more time are you going to waste? How much more precious time of your little life are you going to waste wavering between two opinions? If God is God, then follow him. If he's not, leave him. Go do whatever you think is best to do. But if you know that the Lord is the Lord, if you know that God is God, then why are you continuing to sit on the sideline? Why are you continuing to be silent when he's called you to speak? Your lack of commitment is reflecting of, your lack of commitment is telling on the unbelief that's in your heart. Your lack of commitment is snitching on the unbelief that's in your heart. I don't know if it's that you just don't believe God. I don't think you believe that you are worthy of the things he has called you to. You've seen him do impossible things. You can believe him to do the impossible for other people. But your biggest wrestle is you. Your biggest tussle is over the unbelief of who he says you are. It's not that you don't believe in who he says he is. You don't believe in who he says you are. And that is why you start stuff and start stuff. That is why you start things and stop things. That is why you struggle with really putting your whole weight upon him to move in the direction that he's already shown you and called you to. You don't need any more clarity. You need commitment. You don't need any more prophetic words. You need discipline. The Bible says, commit your way to the Lord and he will establish. The Bible says, commit your way to the Lord and he will establish your plans. You have plans. You have notes that have been written in the notes section of your phone for decades. You have ideas that have been marinating for a very long time. They have been so well cooked to where if you take that meat out, it's going to be tender and fall off the bone. But if you don't act on the things that the Lord has been bubbling and putting on the inside of you, it is going to burn. I pray that the burning of the burden of the Lord would burn so hot on the inside of you that you will no longer be able to waste another week, another month, another year, another 3 years, another 5 years, another 10 years, staying in the same place and marinating in your mind and in your soul the things that God has put on the inside of you. It's time to open up your mouth. It's time to let those things out. It's time to actually stand on business and stand 10 toes down on the plans and your commitment to the Lord. And as you stand on these plans, you can trust. You don't have to be afraid of taking the wrong step. You don't have to be afraid of not taking the next perfect step. God will order your steps. He just needs you to take one. Commit your way. Make the plans. Aim and have a target and commit that. Roll it over on the Lord and he will establish what is necessary. But you have to commit. You can no longer waver. You can no longer be double-minded. You can no longer afford to be tossed to and fro. And this generation that you have been called to, that your voice has been called to, that your gifts has been called to help deliver, they cannot afford to stay in the same place. People are stuck because you are stuck. You're not even stuck. People are stuck because of your unwillingness to make a decision and to commit. Most people, the children of Israel would have remained in bondage if Moses did not commit to the word of the Lord over him. Your responsibility this year is to commit. Commit to discipline. Commit to executing. Commit to doing that which God has already told you you are made for and need to do. There's many ideas. Ask him, but take the faith to just pick one. There's many books of the Bible. Take a leap of faith of just picking one, sitting in it, chewing on it, daily, walking through it. This is a walk. May you walk by the Spirit and no longer submit to your flesh's wavering. May you no longer submit to your flesh's wondering, to your flesh's overthinking. It's time to be disciplined. Every lofty idea that tries to exalt itself against and above who God has called you to be, who he has said you are, it's time to bring those things down. It's time to get your eyes off of yourself and fix them on Jesus. It's time to get your eyes off of who you are in this first realm and get your eyes fixed that you are sitting next to the one who has conquered all things, that you are seated in heavenly places. It's time for you to live in such a way where you keep your eyes up and you live for and toward eternity. Commit your way, and you will see him do wild and impossible things for you because you're worth it.